and welcome to New Fast Food. Today we're doing a thank you video of sorts. It's the world's first Taco Tuesday mailbag, and it's to thank you, my viewers, for helping me to reach 50 subscribers. So actually reached 50 subscribers a little over a week ago. We now sit at about 73 subscribers. So thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed, who watches, who comments, all that. We'll get into some more shout outs and stuff like that at the end of the video. But for now, I just want to get into the Taco Tuesday mailbag. So let's get started here. We've got 9 tacos from Del Taco. Today is Taco Tuesday, which means you can get, it used to be 3 tacos for $1, but now I think it's 3 tacos for $1.29. Still a really good deal. It's getting close to not being a good deal anymore. So, but as of now, still a good deal. Let's just get right in here. Each taco has a different question, and so I'll just go through and I'll answer questions while I'm eating. So here we go. We'll get into the first taco here. And the first question comes from H. Bus. Thank you very much for submitting the question. H. Bus says, a great video. I wonder when Dunkin' Donuts is going to change its name to just Dunkin'. Great question. Dunkin' Donuts announced last year that they were going to start rebranding their stores to just be Dunkin', and basically drop the donuts name. They're still going to serve donuts, but they're not going to be known as Dunkin' Donuts. They'll just be Dunkin'. And the reason for that is that basically coffee is a lot more profitable than donuts. So rather than focus on donuts as their core item, they're going to focus on coffee. And of course, Dunkin' is you dunk the donuts in the coffee. So it's driven by, that's the goal. They started with 1 test location last summer in Pasadena, California. They've since opened a 2nd location, which is back in Massachusetts, where Dunkin' Donuts started. Excuse me, I'm just digging into the taco here. So they're not actually changing the name of the company. They're basically remodeling the stores and dropping that donuts off of the sign. So that entails a lot more than just dropping the donuts off the sign, though. But a store remodel is quite expensive. I need a fork or something. So, and the thing about Dunkin' Donuts is that all of their locations are franchised. So what that means is that some fast food restaurants, they have some stores that are company owned by the corporation, and some that are franchised, owned by people in the community. Dunkin' Donuts is all franchises. And when it comes to remodeling, it's up to the franchise owner whether to do it or not. It's a big, money investment. So, long story short, it's not going to be something that happens very quickly. For a comparison, McDonald's is also doing a remodel of its stores. They started that about 5 years ago. They're not done with that yet. In fact, the stores here around my neck of the woods just starting to get around to remodeling. So I wouldn't expect many of the Dunkin' Donuts to drop donuts name anytime soon. In fact, it'll probably be several years. So great question. Thanks for the question, H-Bus. Really appreciate the comments and the questions. So let's keep on going. So their second taco. This question is coming from Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I wonder if that's the famous Oprah Winfrey. She says, your videos are one of my favorite things. That sounds like something Oprah would say. I'm curious though, what are other things that you're interested in besides fast food? Thank you for the question, Oprah. And before I answer it, let me touch on something else. When I first told my wife about my idea for a Taco Tuesday mailbag, and told her what the concept of it was, she she was very supportive, but her first question was, what are you going to do if no one submits any questions? And that got me worried, because she's a really smart person. She's usually right on a lot of things. So for her to be concerned about people not submitting questions, had me had to start come up with contingency plans. Well, luckily, it was slow there in the beginning, getting questions submitted in the comments section. But luckily, eventually had a bunch of questions submitted, so I didn't have to turn to any of my contingency plans. We ended up having plenty of questions submitted, like this one from Oprah Winfrey, and she's asking, what am I interested in besides fast food? So again, thank you for the question, Oprah. And I'm interested in a lot of things. A lot of things fascinate me, but in particular, besides fast food, I'd say I'm most fascinated with Disneyland. Really theme parks in general, but Disneyland is my favorite. So Disneyland, Nintendo. I like video games, but I'm not very good at them. And Nintendo tends to appeal to more of a casual gamer, like I would categorize myself as. So yeah, I'm really a big fan of Nintendo. My favorite Nintendo game is Super Smash Brothers on any platform. And finally, probably the thing that defines me the most to people that know me, and that would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've always been a big fan of the Ninja Turtles. Ever since I was a kid. So, yeah, those are the three things. Besides fast food, that I'd say I'm really into. I'm really into those things. I probably know as much about as I do fast food. Great, that was a fun one. Thanks for the question, Oprah. Let's move right along. Oh, this question is found here. This next question is from Kanye West. Kanye West. The song that plays at the end of your videos is really fresh. Yeah, thanks, Kanye. Who is your favorite musical artist? That's a great question, Kanye. Thank you for asking. These are the kind of questions that I was hoping for. Ways for my fans to get to know me a little better. Whew. I use this hot sauce. It's really spicy. It's called Ringo Bandito. I highly recommend it. But getting back to Kanye's question about my favorite musical artist. I gotta say my favorite musical artist is Lil Wayne. Weezy and I were born just 7 months apart, to the day, that's exactly 7 months apart. I know I spelled a lot of meaning in his songs and his lyrics. Really clever lyricist. There's actually been a book written that compares Lil Wayne to now the guy's name has slipped my mind, but one of the great folk singers. I read that book. It's really fascinating. Whether on purpose or on accident, Lil Wayne's rhyming schemes are some of the best. So I will say that he's kind of hit a rough patch lately. Ever since he got locked up in Rikers and spent some time in jail. I think it was about 2 years. Came out and hasn't really been the same since. A lot of his lyrics are about pop culture items. I think when he was locked up, he kind of lost touch with the pop culture scene. But I think he's getting back. There's rumors that he's going to come back. I have a big comeback this year. It hasn't materialized yet. I mean, of course, his beef with Birdman has really been holding back as well. Birdman kind of holds the release rights to a lot of his material that he's already recorded, and they can't come to an agreement. So, yeah. So hopefully the best. Hope for a big return from Lil Wayne. Hope he gets back on top of his game soon. Thanks for the question. The question came from Kanye West. Thank you very much. All right, moving right along. We're now through the first $1 worth of tacos. First two tacos down, on to the second round of tacos. This question is coming from Angelina Jolie. Angelina, you are my wife's favorite actress, or one of them. I should say one of them. She kind of goes back and forth. You're one of my wife's favorite actresses. Brian, please pick my question, she says. That's cute, Angelina. Okay, I picked your question. What is your favorite movie? It's a great question, Angelina. Thank you for asking. So, it's really tough. That's a common question people ask when they're getting to know someone. And it's hard for me to say. I don't really have my own favorite movie of all time. I got a few. I'd say, I'm an Initial fan. I just gave that away. So, Key to Big Initials 2, the original sequel, Secret of the Ooze. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And then Back to the Future 2. Also a sequel, one of my favorite movies of all time. So, people always say sequel's not as good as the original. I disagree. With the right, if done correctly, sequel can be as good as or better than the original. And then Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies of all time. The original Jurassic Park, not the sequel, or not the reboot. My first Jurassic Park. I was a kid when that came out. And when I first went to go see that movie, I thought the dinosaurs were real. They explain in the movie how they created them, and I just believed it. I said, oh my gosh, that's really cool. So, and I liked the new Jurassic World. I liked that movie too. I think that was better than The Lost World or Jurassic Park 3. I like that movie too, but I want to say I'm concerned about the sequel. The sequel looks like it's making all the same mistakes that Jurassic Park 2 did, The Lost World. So I'm hoping that they're not. Hoping that they haven't shown much in the trailer so far. I'm hoping there's a lot more that we haven't seen yet, but I am a little concerned about that sequel. All right. Taco number 5. This question is coming from 15-time world champion John Cena. So, thank you, John Cena, for submitting the question. John says, you talk a lot about fast food. Yeah, that's all I talk about in my videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for noticing. I appreciate the question, John. You talk a lot about fast food in your videos. What is your favorite fast food restaurant? Ooh, easy question. Easy question, Mr. John Cena. Look right at your screen right now, because I'm eating it. The Del Taco is my favorite fast food restaurant. I know that people across the country are watching this, and a lot of people don't have Del Taco, even though they're a pretty large restaurant. A lot of parts of the country don't have Del Taco. Well, Del Taco is great because one of their older slogans was "Get a lot for what you got," and that's true. The value, almost across the board, Del Taco is great. And the ingredients are fresh. Of course, not all of them, but they hand grate the cheese in the restaurant. They grill fresh chicken. once every hour. They cook their beans from scratch. So, yeah, Del Taco is where it's at. Like I said, 3 tacos for $1.29. Tough to beat. Tough to beat. Alright, we're picking up steam here. Next question comes from host of The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy's, great show. I love The Tonight Show, Jimmy. Thanks for the question. He says, I've always wondered, which sodas pair best with which fast foods? Great question, Jimmy Fallon. A little bit of a quirky question, but I like it. Which sodas pair best with which fast foods? So, I remember seeing something on the Food Network about this one time. They had a famous wine connoisseur, wine pairing connoisseur, who was at some quick serve restaurants. And explaining which sodas paired best with which fast foods. So, that was very interesting. And so what it was that cola pairs best with burgers. You might expect that. All-American burgers, all-American cola. Sprite or lemon lime beverage, 7-Up, Sierra Mist, pairs best with tacos or Mexican food. And the most interesting one that I thought was pizza pairs best with orange soda. I always thought that was interesting. Because orange soda is one of the not as popular sodas out there. But try it with your pizza next time. And actually, the guy that knows what he's talking about, it pairs really well. Orange soda does with pizza. I recommend trying it. Alright, well, so we're down to our last 3 tacos. We did through the first 2 sets of 3, we're into our last 3. The home stretch here. And another question. So this next question comes from the Hamburglar. He says, rubble, 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 rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, 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 rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, 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 rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, 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 rubble. Rubble, 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 rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, 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 rubble. Rubble, rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Thank you very much for the question, Hamburglar. So, it's okay, I didn't spill anything because I've run out of hot sauce here. But it's okay, we'll walk over here. Got a whole stash of hot sauce. It's waiting to use. I'll grab another bottle here. Brand new bottle, Gringo Bandito. Alright, last 2 tacos, here we go. Next question coming from Tom Cruise. Tom says, how many fingers am I holding up? Ooh. It's a hard question, Tom. I'm really not sure how to answer that one. For the first time in the Taco Tuesday mailbag, I'm stumped. This is the first ever Taco Tuesday mailbag, and for the first time ever on a Taco Tuesday mailbag, I am stumped. I do not know how to answer this question. Bravo, Tom Cruise, because I do not know how. I'm going to figure out, A, how many fingers you're holding up, and B, whether I'm right or not. So, Tom Cruise, how many? Says the answer is on the back. All right. Well, let me see. So it could be people have 10 fingers, so it could be any number 1 to 10. I suppose it could also be 0. Maybe he's not holding up any fingers. Usually people say how many fingers they're holding up there, they're only using one hand. So, probably anywhere between 1 and 5. It says probably not 1, probably not 5. Those would be obvious choices. Probably not 2, because that looks like a peace sign. That might be confusing. So it's probably either 3 or 4. I think 3 would be the obvious choice. So I'm gonna go with 4. Let's take a look. 4. I was right. There you go, Tom Cruise. I got you figured out. I know how your mind works. But thank you very much for the question. That was, I welcome any kind of questions here. Brain benders, mind teasers, anything. We're down to our last taco. Woo! This has gone by fast. Probably should have got 12 tacos. This is going by fast. So our last question, it comes from Michael Jordan, the great Michael Jordan, his airness. He says, what are your favorite sports teams? Ooh, I like that. Direct to the point. No, not trying to butter me up, Michael Jordan. Just get straight to the point. What are your favorite sports teams? He's a busy guy, so he doesn't have a lot of time to come up with a long question. But I appreciate that he took time to ask me a question. So what are your favorite sports teams? So I will say that I live here in Sacramento, and so my favorite basketball team is the Sacramento Kings. They've been in a rough spot the last several years, but they're a good team to cheer for, and I do so. I like Sacramento Kings for basketball. For football, I am I'm part owner of the Green Bay Packers. And that's for real. I'm not some billionaire or anything. In case you don't know, the Green Bay Packers are the only publicly traded sports team in the world. So anybody can buy a share of the Green Bay Packers and be a part owner of the team. So that's what I did, as a part owner. So that's my favorite football team. Has to be. I own it. And they, luckily, have not had many rough patches in my lifetime. So they're a very fun team to cheer for. Next year could be our year. Now, as far as baseball, I'm not really a big fan of baseball. But here in Northern California, there are two professional baseball teams. We have the Giants and the A's. And, the Giants little too serious for me. You know, they really, all they're about is winning games, getting their stats up, getting the best stats that they can. But baseball is supposed to be fun. Baseball is supposed to be fun for anybody to play. So I think the Oakland A's fit more into that category. They don't really care. They don't really care if they win or lose. They'll go to the World Series one year and then cut half their team the next year. They really don't care. They're just out there to have fun, play some baseball, hit some balls around. So they're my favorite baseball team, even though I'm not a big baseball fan. I was categorize myself as an Oakland A's fan. So there we go, 9 tacos in the books. I want to thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody who watches any of my videos. Anyone who subscribes, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I have some shout outs, and now I'm definitely gonna forget some people. So don't get your feelings hurt if you don't get a shout out. I probably won't do shout outs too often, because as the channel grows, I've only got 73 subscribers, and inevitably I'm going to forget to mention a lot of people here, or not have time to mention a lot of people that I'd like to. And as the channel grows, it's just going to get more difficult. So what I'm trying to get at is that I like doing shout outs, but I just want to let you know it's going to get tough as the channel grows a little more. So I'm sorry if for whatever reason I'm not able to give you a shout out in this video or in the future. But just know that I do appreciate you watching, and appreciate anything, comments or thumbs ups that I receive. So I want to shout out Epic Boys with a Z. They were one of the first channels to sort of like my videos and comment, leave some comments. They do a lot of toy reviews. They're younger folks. They're kids. I think they're maybe in high school or junior high. And they do a lot of toy reviews, which is cool. But they also are big fans of Big Mac, and the Grand Mac in particular. So they got a review on that. I've talked about previously on my channel. Go and check it out. That's really cool. I want to shout out Ryan Elliott. He's one of my subscribers. Someone who leaves a lot of comments in the comment section. So thank you. Really holding it down there in the comments. I appreciate that. Goody Two Shoes, a new subscriber, but very vocal in the comments. I appreciate that. H Bus, I really want to give a big thank you to H Bus, who was the only question that I received for this Taco Tuesday mailbag that didn't come from a big celebrity. She's just a normal person, but decided to ask a question, and I really appreciate that. And then I gotta give a shout out to RDR Food Reviews. RDR has been really cool. He's a big fan of my channel. I'm a big fan of his. And it was his birthday last week, and he was doing a live stream. He gave me a shout out on his live stream. Told everyone to go subscribe to my channel, and I got 9 new subscribers that day. So I was really, it might not sound a lot to some big YouTubers, but for me, that was a big day for me to get 9 new subscribers in one day. So I appreciate that, RDR. It was his birthday, and he was helping me out. So I appreciate that. Thanks. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy belated birthday, RDR. I want to give a shout out to Jeff Fowler. You may have seen him down in the comment section below. He leaves a lot of great comments. I think I'm making his son obese, because he keeps telling me that he hears about stuff on my channel and then goes and buys it for his son. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry if it's having an impact on your son's waistline. I do want to give a big shout out to my wife. She's been very supportive with me and my new hobby here. So I want to give a shout out to her. And without her, none of this would be possible, because she watches my son while I'm taping, and she's been very supportive. So I want to say thank you. I appreciate that, and really to all my family, my brothers, my sister, my parents, been super supportive, and I really just want to say thank you. So that's gonna wrap it up for our first ever, not just our first ever, the world's first Taco Tuesday mailbag. I think it was a success. I really do. I think that we had some of our subscribers submit questions. We had some celebrities submit questions. So all in all, and I think they were good questions overall. I think they're really good questions. So thank you very much for watching. It's probably been a long video. If you're still watching, thank you very much. And make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Especially if you like these fun videos like this. I only do the news videos twice a week, and I really only have time. Not that I'm a super busy guy or anything, but I got a son, and I got to be a good dad. So I really only have time to carve out a couple videos a week, except for in special circumstances like this, when I hit 50 subscribers. I'll do a special video, a special thank you video. The next thing I'm going to do is at 100 subscribers. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. The faster we get to 100 subscribers, the faster, the sooner we're going to be able to make another fun video like this. I really had a fun time doing this video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave some comments, some thumbs up. Anything you can do. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.